Hey guys, Aman
And Christina
from Our Rich Journey. We were able to achieve financial independence and retire early in 8 years, when in fact it was supposed to take us 10 years, but we were able to expedite that journey because we were so motivated on this journey. And that's what we want to share with you guys in this video. We want to talk about the 7 things that we use to motivate us in order to retire early in less than 10 years.
And I think motivation is a key factor for people pursuing FIRE. Sometimes that FIRE journey seems so long that people tend to lose that motivation. And when that happens, you're jumping in and out of your investments, you're stopping, you're starting again, and it's not consistent. And consistency is really key to growing your wealth so that you can reach FIRE. So we want to talk about, like Aman said, 7 different things to help you stay motivated and inspired on your FIRE journey. So the first thing that we did was we broke our FIRE journey up into 10 separate stages. And at each stage, we celebrated reaching that stage. So sometimes when you look at your FIRE journey and all of the money that you have to accumulate to reach your goal, it can seem really hard and sometimes for people even unachievable. But if you break that journey or that goal into 10 separate stages, you have these mini goals that seem much more achievable. And when you can celebrate each milestone, it really helps keep you motivated along the way.
Now, if you guys want to see how we broke up our journey into 10 different stages, we actually did a YouTube video on it, and we will leave a link to that video in the description below. The next thing you should do is sit down and write a letter to your future self. This letter should lay out all of your financial goals that you want to achieve over the next year. And then at the end of that year, read that letter back to yourself to see how far you've come. This is something that we did all along our financial independence journey, is we would write out everything that we wanted to do over the year in a letter format, telling yourself, inspiring yourself, saying you can do this. You can save more money by doing these things. You can make more money by doing these things. And at the end of the year, when we would go back and see the tone that we had with ourselves, it was so inspiring to see how far we had come.
And I'll give you one step further. You don't necessarily have to write what you want to do in a year. You write it to your future self saying what you're going to achieve within that year. So, hey, future self, this is 1 year out. I know that you have done X, Y, and Z. I think these are really fun letters and they're really fun to go back and read, especially if you're at a point where you're not feeling as motivated as you were when you wrote that letter. These letters can really help to motivate and re-inspire you. The next tip that we have is to engage with the FIRE community. I think it's really important because sometimes when you're on this FIRE journey, you feel like you're on a little island all by yourself. People don't really understand what you're pursuing. But the FIRE community is so supportive. They are so creative, have so many great ideas that can motivate and inspire you, but you can motivate and inspire others as well. So when you surround yourself by people in that FIRE community, I think that's a great type of positive energy that can keep you motivated.
And so one great way to get started doing this is to join a Facebook group of some sort. In fact, we have one for our Rich Journey community. We'll leave a link in the description below. But use these Facebook groups as a starting point. Develop your virtual friends, and who knows, maybe you can actually meet up with these people in real life and continue the conversation, continue to build towards that journey.
And in terms of meeting people in person, we have definitely seen that on our end. We have people in our Facebook group that meet in Chicago or Atlanta or Los Angeles or even here in Portugal. We have people that come here once a year that come to our meetups in Portugal. It's just a great way to be around the FIRE community, to grow your FIRE community, and to really stay positive on your FIRE journey.
The next thing is don't be too frugal. Now, I know FIRE has this reputation of people being big penny pinchers and depriving themselves and just taking all of the fun out of life. That is not what pursuing financial independence is about. You must enjoy this journey in order to be able to complete this journey. It is not sustainable to take every single joy out of life just so that you can save money. Now, we understand that you are going to be making some short-term sacrifices for this long-term goal, but you can still enjoy the journey along the way.
So the key point here is really find that balance in terms of saving money and investing money, but also enjoying your journey. Because if you are so frugal along the journey, sometimes you just lose complete motivation in continuing with that journey because you don't really feel like living that frugal is sustainable. So again, find that balance of what you feel comfortable with, and that can help you continue along on the journey.
Now, from a practical standpoint, the way that you do this is you have a budget, and you use that budget to really prioritize your spending, your saving, and your investing. And you'll find that you actually have a lot of discretionary spending that you can use towards that journey and still have money over for fun. Our next tip is to limit the negative influencers. Take those haters out of the situation. Now, it's important. I cannot stress this enough. The people that you surround yourself with really can influence how you approach this financial independence and retire early journey. If you have people questioning, criticizing every move that you are making, because the moves that you will be making financially, people will start to see those things in how you live your life. The car that you drive, the house that you live in, the clothes that you're wearing. And if you have people that aren't supportive of the moves that you are making, you are going to find this journey very challenging.
Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't have people in your life that are questioning what you are doing. We're talking about people that are completely negative and that are criticizing your every move. There's a difference between criticizing everything and questioning things with constructive feedback. So you have to be able to weed those people out and understand people's motivation and why they are so negative. And if it's impacting you on your journey, you really need to cut those people out of that journey. The next thing that you want to do is you want to really continuously assess and keep in mind your why for FI. Now, we say your why for FI, this is your reason for pursuing FIRE. Now, a lot of people will say their why for FI is just because they want to run away from something. They have a bad boss, they don't like their job, they're working too many hours. But we also encourage people to think about their why for FI in terms of what they are running towards. So think about your days in retirement. How do you envision them? What do you see yourself doing throughout your days in retirement? These are the types of things that can help motivate you when you're thinking about these things constantly on your FIRE journey.
The final thing, and this is so important, avoid obsessing over the numbers. Okay, so when you first start your FIRE journey, you will calculate your FIRE number, and it's going to be, maybe it's a couple of $1 million. And as you start to invest and save towards that number, you will find that when you are investing, your actual numbers will start to fluctuate depending on what is going on in the stock market. You'll see those fluctuations, especially if you are checking those numbers every single day. And so we recommend that you don't get caught up in the daily movements of your investment accounts, not even the monthly movements of your investment accounts. Try to back out and look at these investments as long-term investments. And you'll find that over the long term, your investments will be on track. If you are making the right investments. That's a whole nother video. But the point is, when you are investing for financial independence, it's important to keep a long-term perspective and not get caught up in the day-to-day fluctuations of your investment accounts. So those are our tips to stay motivated on your financial independence retire early journey. Like I said at the beginning of this video, these motivations helped us expedite our journey. It was almost like the synergy just gave us this extra push. I call it fuel for our fire. And so we hope this video is something that you can use as another resource to keep you on track. And so if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and join the journey.